Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today, we're going to be playing some more of this excellent wargame strategy roguelike known as Rogue Conflict. And my friends, I do feel like we'll have a very full plate today, as we're taking on a high-intensity battle at an oil field. And I'm excited to jump in and see what the game throws at us today. Now, if you want to see how we got here, check out episode 1 and 2. I will link it in the video description below, and also at the end of the video. Smash the like button if you're liking the Rogue Conflict. Become a subscriber if you're new here. Greatly appreciate that. Join a growing community. Would absolutely love to have ya. Let me know in the comment section below what you're thinking about our run and Rogue Conflict in general, and I thank you so much. So with that said, my friends, let's go. Alright, so I do mention a high-intensity battle, so our target today is going to be this oil production area. So we have to seize the enemy oil production located in the area. The enemy strength is expected to be high, so we're definitely going to be tested for a quick team review here. So we have a bunch of infantry. These guys are all basically leveled up, like they're pretty much the backbone of our force for sure. We got some newer infantry here. We got some LRRP, and we also have the airborne division, which can paratroop in. Really excited to mess around with this, for sure. We also have very strong tanks, and it does look like there was a recent update to the game where tanks have the big target property. So this means this unit gains no positive terrain defense rating from the tile it's standing on, but it can still get terrain defense from certain upgrades. Okay, got it. So that means running your tanks through the forest, right, it's not going to benefit them too much. Makes sense, for sure. And of course, we have the recon aircraft and the bomber aircraft as well. So we got a little bit of air support, hero AA gun as well. So that's a quick team review. Let's go back to the plan of attack and let's launch the attack in the oil production area. Let's go. High strength. Really excited to see what high strength is. Alright, so let's get a little lay of the land. So there's a bunch of oil wells here. Okay, so there's 5 of these. Secondary objectives as well. So we have to capture all kinds of things. Let's get an idea of what one of these look like. Okay, so they're kind of bunched up, right? Got 3 right there. Got 2 right here. Okay, so those are the 5. So top left corner, and then sort of up this way. So I do think that we begin our attack probably through here. Either up this highway or up this highway. It's kind of how I see it. We have 40 turns to complete the quest. Looks like we have the nuclear power plant right here as a secondary objective. This is in the supply depots in the other corner. I mean, we do have a lot of turns. Let's see. So the rough terrain, it does give a terrain defense debuff. So let's keep that in mind. Okay. Well, not much coverage, but there are some forests in here I think our infantry can thrive. But let's start deploying our units. I think I've decided we're going to go up this track right here. I think so. I think it makes most sense. So, all right, let's get them deployed. So, main battle tank, obviously, the lifeblood of our forces. Get some good light tank support as well. I do believe we added another light tank at the end of the last episode with our requisition points. Artillery battery does very well behind the tanks, of course. Just want to keep them in range. Self-propelled anti-air. Really excited to see how this airborne unit works. It looks like you deploy them as if they're regular infantry. So it'll be interesting. We want to get our infantry in the forest, right? It's very wide open, which is kind of scary. And then we got our LRRP. And the commenter did tell me what that means. It's like a long-range recon patrol or something like that. But basically, it's a unit with very good move, and it gets camouflage in forest. So definitely want to keep them in the forest. So let's go with that. All right, battle phase begins. Here we go. So let's start dissecting this. I think it all starts with, let's move on up our tanks, of course. Let's try to get some eyes. In fact, I do have this recon plane. So recon aircraft. Let's see how this works. So can I just literally click anywhere? So let's see. What do we got? Okay, recon mission. Remove fog of war in the targeted area equal to the unit's sight range. Unit has over 20 morale and has not attacked, okay? And his sight range is what exactly? Well, let's see. Okay, so a nice broad range. So let's expose all of this. Yeah, recon aircraft, just a huge addition to the team. Like, a huge addition. Because now I can move up without having to really worry too much about getting ambushed or something of the like. So let's get our main battle tanks all the way up. And these guys are very upgraded, right? They've gotten many level ups. And how about this? What do we have? A support tank. So another big target. Does very good against soft targets, as you can see. So why don't we go ahead and get these guys up? I think we'll want the artillery in range to bombard. And there might be more units in the darkness here. I guess we'll have to figure that out. This is a prime spot for the artillery. We got our 11 stack light tank right there, and let's move our camouflage units up through the forest. And let me just remind myself, unit is invisible to all enemy units as long as it doesn't have any enemies neighboring it. Okay. So that's excellent. Let's have them kind of scout for us as well. And then unfortunately, we don't have much beneficial terrain for our infantry units, so they're kind of exposed until we can, get them on proper terrain, right? So scrubs aren't going to do anything. We want to stay off the rocky terrain. And I certainly want to keep my airborne units alive. So Hero AA gun, get up in there, and yeah, he's got a lot of upgrades as well. And again, a big target. All right, so let's enter in there. Let's see. They're obviously coming in. So what are they going to do? All right, so he's got some pretty heavy artillery, it looks like. Okay, are these howitzers? I've never seen this vehicle before. All right, mini tank comes up. Okay, so I think what I want to do is let's go ahead and get another recon aircraft to just scout the area. And they do have an AA gun as well. All right, so heavily fortified with heavy infantry. Got regular infantry. This is a self-propelled artillery. Okay, so mainly shock damage. And this guy's a self-propelled howitzer. All right, so we got to start mopping these guys up. So I think the first thing we do is we get our main battle tank on the job. It's going to just squash this little support tank. And then I think we go ahead and send our light tanks up. It's a better trade when we do our main battle tank, of course. I mean, that's just a huge hit for 5. How about the airborne? Yeah, I've got to get these guys movement vehicles as well. So let's see. I think we do want to get a main battle tank up as well, just a little further. So why don't we do this? All right, shoot you. He flees. We're going to hold your position. Can you guys get in there for the kill? Nope. Not quite. Their specialty obviously is not destroying tanks. But this does free up a lot of our tanks to go ahead and... In fact, I should have probably used the artillery. Maybe it's a good thing that we didn't. We can get this guy up a little bit. Slingshot him up. But let's go ahead and get our main battle tank involved. Wide open terrain, right? So that means the enemy infantry isn't really going to be too much of a threat either. But I got to get these artillery machines out of here, if possible. All right, so he flees. Got some more infantry back here. Okay. Self-propelled AA gun. Nothing. All right, so I definitely want to give some coverage. Because these guys should be able to likely just move right on up and hit my artillery. Now, I don't like that option too much. Got the hills. I mean, this really isn't a great spot for... I mean, it's a good position to have infantry, for sure. Road and forest is a very good spot to have infantry as well. But are we going to overextend if we move them up too much? You know what I mean? I think we probably have to act bold. How do we use the paratroop command? Can be paradropped on any tile which you have a line of sight. Okay, paratroopers cannot capture objectives or villages. But how do I do it? That's the question. Oh, maybe what you do is you keep them in the reserves pool and then you can just drop them in. Maybe that's what you have to do with them. So I was thinking maybe we can drop them into one of these positions. You know what I mean? But regardless, that's not going to work. So let's see. I think we have to take these two positions. I mean, we just have to. 4 and 2 Historically, the military force capturing a city has not attacked back, or at least kicked off combat, so we could be fairly safe. We got urban combat on these guys. I mean, I could get a pretty decent sting on these guys here. Battle-hardened combined arms. I mean, these guys are very impressive military units as well. So I think we're going to kick things off. Let's go with this unit right here. It's a lower leverage unit. It does level up in face, though, of course. Been saying that a lot lately on the channel. Level up in face. Signal Corps. Artillery and air units deal plus 10% extra damage against enemies neighboring. Okay, Looter. Requisition points reward this unit gets for destroying an enemy is increased to 25%, up from 10%. We have competitive or defense in depth, plus 10% terrain defense for each friendly neighboring infantry unit type. I mean, artillery and air units, I think this actually does work, because then we can go ahead and... Now, I don't like this AA gun here, except for it's not covering the city, so we're going to definitely bombard the city. So it's going to do a little extra damage there. I think that's good. Now we can go ahead and combine arms with you. Get the attack. Really just scuttle that infantry, and then let's get our infantry in the top position right here. I mean, it's a space that we have to be. Now, I do see they have more tanks, but this also allows us to get our artillery just all the way up here to harass all of these positions. I think right here is an excellent spot for the artillery. A supply truck. Let's get them to resupply some tanks. Hero AA gun. Let's get them right there. And that's about it. Send turn. Alright, we definitely have a lot of enemies on the field. Okay, so this guy shoots the supply truck, because of course he does. Why wouldn't he? And so does this guy as well. He follows suit. Alright, so infantry takes a hit. It's not a great hit to take, but we needed to fortify this position. At least that's the way I see it. You got to play the terrain game. These guys coming in to shoot the light tank. Okay. Alright, so we got to pull these guys out. So I think what we have to do is let's go ahead and bomb this target again. Boom. These guys aren't fortified, but they're taking shock damage for sure. AA gun can simply just eliminate the artillery. We certainly want to get the artillery out of here. Let's start things off with the light tank versus the support tank. Main battle tank gonna hit him for 6, which is crazy. I mean, he's a flanker. I think we have to do it. Can we take him out? Not quite. I think I need to get some tanks over here as well. Maybe our other main battle tank over here. Can this guy take him out? Not quite. Can the airborne? Can't get in range. Infantry can, though. It's an effective use of the infantry's turn. Take him out. Scuttle him. You bet. Alright, main battle tank. I think this guy's got to go over here. I mean, he's got to. I want to take out this infantry if possible. Alright, he's lost his will to fight, which is great. And an upgrade for our artillery battery. So, screening barrage. Target a friendly unit. The unit gets +5 defense rating until the beginning of the next turn. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Advanced training. Extra experience. Disruptive strike. Cost 10 RP. Can't move. Or improved engine. Let's go with screening barrage. I'm okay with that. Now we have a special skill that can be used. Unit has not attacked, so it will take its turn, unfortunately. Alright, so these guys got to get pulled out of here. And then you gotta... Well, let's see. What does the main battle tank do? Does a pretty good job. I think maybe we need the main battle tank right here to attack the support tank. And then get some infantry around. I mean, this guy's going to hit for 5. It's a pretty good hit. So let's do it. I don't think our team is particularly great at fighting in rocky terrain. Like, we're just not. But that's a shot that needs to happen. I mean, we need to spread out our main battle tanks. Alright, so Hero AA gun looks like can take out the artillery, which is shooting at us, of course, every single turn. I think you gotta do that. Excellent job. This is a 1-for-1 trade. I don't love it. But maybe we can do something like this. Alright, way to go. Nice kill. Another 1-for-1 trade. I think I'm just going to hold off. Yeah, let's hold off. Let's do something like that. Keep the supply truck right here. Although I really don't want him to perish. Let's move him back just a little bit. Let's do something like that. Let's go. Okay, who's got to move yet? Oh, these guys as well. I don't think it's a good trade, though. 1 for 2. Not a good trade. Let's end turn. Alright, long-range artillery. This guy's shooting the LRRP soldiers. Alright, so this guy targets the infantry, but looks like the infantry get out on the better end of that trade for sure. And now we can really give them the hurt. It feels like. I think first and foremost, though, let's go ahead and bomb the heavy infantry. Just scuttle their will to fight, and yeah, they're getting down there in morale. Alright, nice. They've lost their will to fight. So that's very good for us. Looks like the artillery can take out these guys. And then I can just really gang up on this tank here. So let's do it. Excellent job. Alright, main battle tank. What do you say? The answer is yes. Alright, so he flees his position. Now he's just wide open. Could send the Rangers after him. The Signal Corps should probably just remain. Send the Rangers after him. You bet. Excellent, excellent job. Alright, supply truck can probably go right here. And then I think... I mean, we want to keep pushing. What I don't want is for my recon aircraft to get shot at again. I forget where that AA gun is. I know it's back here somewhere. But I've definitely got to get some eyes on it. Alright, there we go. There it is. So let's do this. Let's try the airborne. Oh, yeah. Those guys definitely, are fun unit to use, for sure. And that's a huge hit right there on the self-propelled artillery. We've got our little mini tank. Let's get him up there. And he just continues to run. Alright, we got a stack of 10 infantry right here. Got to be careful about those guys, but they do have a defense penalty. I could get some heat on this AA gun. I could do that. Looks like these are heavily fortified positions, as you would imagine. We're going to be able to take this village in the coming turns. I think we got to kick things off with you. And then you. Alright, so their morale is gone. It's toast. Alright, who's got to move yet? You. It's a 1-for-1 trade. I don't love it. In fact, what we'll do is we'll move you back here to get some morale. And then we'll move a fresh infantry unit right here in this position, maybe our airborne, to kick off this engagement. Let's do something like that. Alright, artillery from deep. I mean, what's new? Alright, another artillery in close. Alright, a tank comes in. Okay, so both of our light tanks have seen extreme damage. Extreme, to the point where we have to pull them both out of there. But they really brought up their forces for sure. Well, let's see. Airborne. What are you capable of? Where's my urban specialist? These guys, but they're at a 4. Okay. Let's go. Bomber. Looks like their will to fight is scuttled already, so. We got the AA gun right here. Gotta be careful. I could take out the artillery. Probably need my tanks for their tank, though. So I think it all starts with the main battle tank. Alright, what does he have? Overwhelming force. 50% more damage against enemies with low morale. Fearsome. Higher chance of retreating. Bridge layer or swift mover. I think overwhelming force is excellent. Anything that boosts damage, right? I'll take it. Let's hit the support tank. I mean, these guys have gotta fall out. They got that terrain advantage right here. So I think we do this. We pull you out. Pull you out. Hero AA gun for the regular AA gun, and then the LRRP looks like can take out the artillery. Yes, very nice. Nice specialized mission there. Then let's actually move them up. We got our airborne. Ready to do something good for us, perhaps, but let's shoot their infantry. Let's continue to bombard this position to just whittle them and weaken them down. They don't have any will to fight. Yeah, they're not going to return fire. Instead, they just flee. Defense in depth. We have Vanguard, Amphibious, or Resilient. We're going to do Vanguard. That's a great one. And let's claim the city. Now, how confident... Where's this guy's range at? So I could do a recon aircraft over here. Okay, so a bunch of infantry. So this guy could come right on up, right? So if I move this guy here, then this guy comes over, and then we have another scuttled infantry unit, which isn't great. How about this, though? Get rid of that AA gun. And then we can bomb these guys, who are certainly a nuisance. And then I think I need you right here, because I want to protect our tanks, right? And then let's see, supply truck, who needs a little morale boost. Let's throw him right there. Alright, I think that's good. Let's try something like that. And let's see what this infantry unit does right here. That's what I'm curious about. Yeah, artillery from deep. We know. We know. Alright, so our specialized force got attacked. Looks like more infantry coming in. Yeah, they are heavily fortified in this region, as, you know, denoted by the high difficulty level of the map. Alright, let's see what we can do. This guy needs a little morale boost. It's just seen better days. Airborne can really get a good hit on this artillery. These guys are low morale. I mean, the main battle tank is so strong. Just insanely strong. So let's see. We have this artillery, or excuse me, infantry to worry about. So let's definitely give them a bomb. Let's get some more eyes. I think it's pretty important to get these guys out of here. Little artillery blast. We can put our artillery right here, and then I can target this guy. I mean, that's a big hit. Now his morale's gone, and he's halved the stack. Mobile reserve. Friendly infantry unit types get neighboring to this unit a 10% increase in terrain defense. Unit immediately gets full strength and full morale. Breakthrough. Whenever this unit destroys an enemy unit, other nearby enemy units take a morale hit. Bombard. Breakthrough's good. Alright, getting a nice list of buffs. Right, so let's see. I'd like to take out some of these weaker targets and then regroup just a little bit, I think. So amazingly, these guys are going to be hitting for 2. So let's see, main battle tank. Do we pull him back? I mean, these guys got to get on the supply truck, right? Supply truck right here. Got to pull them back. Like, that's a for sure move that we're going to make, right? Pulling them back. Same with these guys. So it almost feels like main battle tank either comes up here and is like our stalwart. Maybe take some infantry with them. I think I got to pull you back. We got to take out this position. How about this? It's not often it's served up on a silver platter for you. Airborne units, way to go. These guys have 0 morale, so I'm not really too worried about them. Let's see, so AA gun can actually take out this tank. Let's do it. The markings of a true hero. And then this guy's stranded, right? I can move him back, which I'm going to. We'll figure out what to do with this guy, but let's solve this area first. So I've got 1, 2 units. These guys can get the kill, secure the kill. So let's do it. Maybe these guys can get it done. They can. Excellent. Well, these guys can man the city and shoot the heavy infantry. So what are we going to do with you, pal? Let's shoot the infantry. Or the artillery. The infantry will likely attack. But that's okay. We got a bunch of tanks next turn that can help us out. Plus some aircraft. We're closing in on our first oil position. And the team's doing okay, but we are taking some... not total losses, but losses nonetheless. So let's see. Alright, more artillery. Who would have thought? This guy shoots point blank. Alright, so another infantry unit scuttled. Gotta watch out for that. Alright, airborne. Super impressed by the airborne units. Take them out. Maybe get a level up. Not quite. Good shot nonetheless. Alright, let's get some eyes. Recon craft. Okay, so let's start bombing this position right here. We want to break down the fortifications. Let's move you right there. Main battle tank could, I mean, it's just a great frontline unit. So I think we get them all the way up to strike the infantry. This guy has his morale back, but there's only 2 in the stack. So let's do something like that. Alright, AA gun. Could get a hit on the infantry. There's artillery back there. Let's hit you instead. How about that? Battle hardened. Plus 10% combat statistical increase for the AA gun. Hilarious to me. Unit can use its attack action to instead transfer 10 morale to a neighboring friendly unit. So transfer. Let's go with battle hardened. Just makes you a better fighter. Doing more damage. Alright, these infantry units. I mean, I could knock on the door a little bit, but we have some time before we really have to do that. Got plenty of time. So I can break down these fortifications. So maybe we can use this main battle tank elsewhere for a while. Either that or we just go for it. No, I think I'm good bombarding it for just a little bit. So let's kind of get an all hands on deck approach just a little bit. The artillery is a bit exposed right here, so let's get you right there. Otherwise, I think this area is mostly secured. Although that's a famous last sentiment for sure. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so artillery from deep. Who'd have thought? It's a nuisance. Alright, so we got a mini tank coming up. Hits our main battle tank for a pretty good hit, actually. Alright, so same thing here. Recon craft. Bomber craft. Alright, 1 fortification level down. Boom. Boom. Alright, that morale is dropping. Probably not as quickly as I would like. AA gun. Gets the kill. Good thing we brought you along, pal. Our airborne units just can't quite get into move range. Could do this. I mean, this battle tank is just on his own mission. Airbornes. You bet. Alright, first level up for the airborne. Mortar section. Amphibious. Interrogator. How about battle hardened? Sounds great to me. Sounds great. We'll keep you tight right there, pal. Alright, so this battle tank. Actually did not mean to attack him there, but I guess that's alright. So I think we gotta pull you back. Let's move you over. And let's conclude our turn there. Just gotta be a little patient in this game. You really don't want to overextend. And I really don't want to lose a main battle tank. In fact, this guy's been effectively taken out of battle, which is really not good. But that's where you have to rely on your other units. Alright, so recon aircraft. I know that there's an artillery. So let's locate them. Alright, 2 AA guns almost took me out. Okay, so that's not great placement. Well, it's great placement for the enemy, for sure. Alright, let's pull you back. Got another tank with some more morale. So let's move them up. Get you in the trees. Let's get you right here. AA gun. Gonna need ya. Alright, his morale is gone. Which is good for us. Gotta be real careful with our aircraft. Let's get you right there. Do something like that. Airborne, what you got for me? Let's move them up. Somebody's got to help out that tank up there. Alright, so you are scuttled. Morale is shot as well. Where is my main battle tank? Okay, right there. Getting him some morale. You can probably still be somewhat effective with just a stack of 4. Very hard mission so far. Lots and lots of enemies. Am I forgetting anybody? I suppose you can hang out on the city. Be nice if you could get some repairs. Suppose we'll take that shot. And that's good. Alright, so the tank flees. More artillery coming in. Shoots the airborne. Now you're picking a fight. Okay, and then the airborne flees. Yeah, we definitely overextended a little bit. So let's take out this tank. Let's continue our bombing efforts. Too low morale for the bomber aircraft. Recon aircraft needs a little recharge as well. He doesn't have the morale to attack, unfortunately. So let's bump you back, I suppose. Let's see, supply truck. Let's get you on the airborne. AA gun. Yeah, we're just like, we're kind of stretching ourselves just a bit thin here, you know? I've got to get some eyes down here as well. Like, I'm trying to do, I feel like I'm trying to do too many different things at once. I'm not really working together as a functional team. Alright, let's see what happens. Probably not the most effective turn. I don't like this infantry right here. But it looks like they don't do anything interesting. Well, in that case, let's continue to bombard this position. We're going to be taking this position. I've got to get this main battle tank back and charged up. Like, that's what we got to do. All right, we're going to be ready for the assault when the time is right. Knocking on the door a little bit. Let's end turn there. All right, what are they going to do? Where are these infantry units coming? They're going to just let me clean release my main tank. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'll absolutely take that. I was a little concerned. Okay, looks like the artillery needs a bit of a break. Bomber aircraft, are you back? Yeah, he's back. All right, good job. Let's do that. So for now, the supply truck's probably in the range of the artillery, I would think. Maybe. That's okay. Should be able to take at least one hit. But yeah, I'm not sure what this infantry is doing. Not complaining. Definitely not complaining. So let's mostly just let our units, for the most part, restore morale. Alright, so he does what kind of thought he was going to do several turns ago. Alright, let's continue our bombing efforts. Alright, so the fortification's gone. Now we can wage war. Retaliator. 25% more damage when counterattacking. 10% combat statistics to the end of the mission. Field repairs. Plus 10 morale back from idling. I think Retaliator is great. All right, let's take these guys out. A nice job, LRRP. Let's start fortifying, well, bombarding this position. All right, what are we going to do about this up here? I don't much like the idea of sending in the airborne. Essentially what we need to do is just move you back. Or shift them all down. Let's move them back. These guys got ambushed, okay. Don't want the recon aircraft to get shot down. I'm going to end my turn right there. Alright, so these guys come in. Artillery still doing artillery things. And he doesn't get the needed supply because he keeps moving because his morale's shot. Alright, it's going to make me act purely out of just being annoyed. Alright, the fortification's pretty much gone. But it's not a good idea to attack when they have fortification up. So let's see. Airborne, 4-1. I mean, that's a great hit. AA gun, 2-1. We'll kick off the engagement like that. Main battle tank, 1-0. How about that? Main battle tank hits for 3 with only 4. Pretty amazing. Alright, way to get it done, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Let's move you all the way back. Just kind of collect our units down here, the ones that don't have enough strength to fight anymore. Then for these guys, let's get them in position to knock on the door when the time is right. Let's get these guys up a little more aggressively. and do something like that and call it a turn. Our forces certainly are getting whittled down to the point where I pretty much have to avoid villages. Like, I could probably take out this one. We're still at 15 of 40, right? So we got plenty of turns left, but if I'm going to grab this nuclear power plant on the way to this operation up here, I mean, we got very hurt units, right? Very scuttled units. Alright, so they return a little bit of fire. Alright, nice. The second objective is ours. Alright, so, what do you say? Should we take out this guy? I've just had enough of him. Simply put. How do you feel about that, Airborne? Absolutely. Awesome, awesome unit is the Airborne. Alright, now, let's not overextend. But there's also an AA gun right here that I probably should take out. Because then I can bomb this position. Otherwise, we got to get our artillery up. I mean, I think this is the next position to go. The power plant. I'm going to keep him right here on the supply truck. Get that morale a little bit higher. So let's do something like that, I suppose. And then I'm going to shift these forces up this way. It's going to take a couple of turns to get there, but it'll be a good opportunity to restore the morale that has been lost. Alright, these guys on the move. Artillery shooting at my airborne, man. You leave my airborne alone. Oh, yikes. That was a giant hit on the airborne. Well, that's really not good. Alright, gunned them down. Let's go here and go around. Artillery. Need you back. Man, this this anti-aircraft gun, I tell ya, he's got some courage. Well, you know what they say, right? There's courage and then there's stupidity. But yeah, he gave me a ride. Gave me a bit of a run. All right, so we're gonna shift our units up this way. So that means let's make it happen. Let's get all serviceable units up this way. We have a bunch more to uncover yet. And I don't know about other AA guns. And my recon plane has just one hit point left. Alright, more of this madness. Okay, so that's ambush all over it. Alright, so I need the supply truck on my artillery. Pull them back a bit. There's an artillery in here somewhere. Do I send this guy in there to get him? Or does he spend a moment with the supply truck? Maybe spend a moment with the supply truck. And get yourself some rations and maybe a few repairs. This is just a basic infantry unit. Has not leveled up yet, so not in the business of wasting units, but, you know, if there's a unit to waste, I suppose it would be that one. Alright, so let's get some eyes. Where is this? There he is. Alright, combined arms. Urban combat specialists. Rangers. Let's do rangers. Let's bomb you. Okay, AA gun right there. They're everywhere. I mean, at this rate, I might not even be able to really take out the power plant. I don't want to get my aircraft shot down. I just don't want to do it. We still have a full infantry unit here, though. So let's utilize him. Got plenty of time. Got plenty of turns. Get this guy out of here, man. Alright, excellent. Kaboom, he goes. Artillery is back online. So let's start moving them on up. In fact, I think we can take out this power plant now that we have our artillery back online. This guy does not cover the nuclear power plant, so let's go ahead and start bombing it. Alright, let's call it good there. Got that annoying artillery. Where's the next one coming from? Doesn't look like there's any on the radar yet. So let's get a little bit of recon. Let's be very, very careful though. Just wanted to double check that, right? Alright, so there they are. Bombardment. Let's go. Bomber aircraft. Boom. Alright, so probably one more turn. Can we take out this AA gun? I mean, it does like a lot of damage to infantry units, actually. So let's just ignore it. I think that's the best. We've got to be a little more resourceful, if you will, with our units. This guy's got full morale. So let's send him up. Let's get you here to get some more morale. Let's end our turn there. We'll be able to move on this position next turn when the fortification's gone. So let's start things off with the bomber. Boom. Artillery. Alright, there it goes. So 2 of 2. See, retaliator, battle hardened, extra battalion. Let's kick things off with you, pal. Alright, he does take a hit. Not great. Alright, power plant is ours. Excellent. Alright, good shot by the artillery. Anybody close to a level up? LRP. Give it a shot. Like, literally give it a shot. Nothing. Send some rangers in there. Get the job done. Alright, so let's proceed. Anybody need some morale quick? Looks like the airborne do. Really don't want to lose the airborne. Let's get the AA gun and we're going to knife right through to the oil production area. Alright, way to go. Let's keep going. Probably going to be met with extreme resistance. I mean, the game threw a lot of units at me, that's for sure. So I want to get an idea, are there any AA guns out here? Because if there are, that's particularly not good for us. Because then I can't use my bomber and I can't use my recon plane, right? I guess a 4-stack main battle tank can be of use in battle. Not really sure what these other guys are going to do other than just simply get killed. And, you know, we don't want big losses like that of our most experienced units. We just don't want it. Okay, so we got to get some eyes on this oil rig. Looks like this must obscure vision. By the way, it's not an opportune angle to attack from, of course. I'm not seeing any units yet. So that's good. Gotta approach slowly. Alright, looking good. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to go ahead and do this. Which means we can bomb them. Alright, let's start this siege. And it's heavy infantry as well, okay. So these guys have certainly come to play. Let's go right there with you. Let's put you right here. Supply truck. Right there in the infantry. Or artillery. I keep getting those two mixed up. And then basically our tanks are simply ready to go when the time is right. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be able to get most angles of this attack situated, and we got artillery fire coming in next turn here. So, started off with the bomber. Boom. Bomber just earns that. Whatever we spent on it, it definitely earns its keep. Okay, so who else could benefit from the supply truck? Suppose you could. You're good. You're good. Airborne. These guys could. Alright, let's call that a turn. We'll be able to siege next turn. So, boom. Bomber aircraft. Hit them. Alright, it's gone. The illusion of safety is gone. These guys are heavy infantry, though. They don't seem to like the AA gun very much. It's just such an enigma to me, the AA gun. Alright, nice. So there doesn't appear to be a ton of units in this area, and now he moves on the poor defense tile and just gets absolutely crushed. Beautiful. Let's keep on moving up. get some eyes on the next position. Let's see, can we do this? Yeah, no risk. Alright, perfect. Artillery, we'll get you in there next turn. We'll get you up as far as possible, that is. Alright, so this is a good spot for the artillery. Can get both positions. Okay, recon plane. Let's make it happen. Okay, bomber. Make it happen. I'm actually surprised. There doesn't appear to be too much resistance up here. I was thinking we'd get a lot of resistance, but maybe not. So the rest is kind of set up for us. And turn. Get the artillery involved. Alright, so we got some long range artillery. Alright, well, let's get some eyes on this. Okay, so it's not right there. I think first and foremost, let's focus on what's important. The bombardment of these locations. Although this artillery losing morale is not great. Let's see. So what do we have? Like, who can address this? I think the main battle tank can at least knock on the door. I do believe he's right here. Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's a big hit. That'll make you think twice. And these guys are sitting ducks on the rocks there, but I think you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, end turn. Alright, so he goes back into the distance. And then shoots. I mean, he certainly wants me to chase him. I don't know that that's a good idea. Alright, so here we go with this. And we do lose an infantry unit. It was a risk going there. It was a risk. So they're going to challenge us the whole way. Well, let's expedite. What do you got? A couple of ticks of fortification left. Alright, so this is actually where we need... We're going to need some support down this way. I'm going to pull my tank back. Got a lot of long-range units, right? Want to make sure the weaker units stay healthy, and let's see how far they move in next turn. Alright, so here comes you. Let's get some eyes on this situation. Alright, so we have to do this, because I've got a siege of this area. We got 10 turns left. And then anything we can do to just eliminate this guy, this nuisance. What is this? Oh, extra attack. Wow. Alright, 3-0. That's a great hit. They return fire. AA gun with the capture, you bet. Combined arms warfare. Attack an enemy. Didn't quite get that. We got an achievement there of some sort. But we do capture the 4th of 5 oil wells. So this is good. Now, we do have this nuisance. Not to mention some more artilleries back here. We have to limit our losses big time. Don't want to lose any more unnecessary units. Definitely don't want to lose the main battle tank. Like, that would be a travesty. So we're gonna bump you all the way back here, pal. Don't want to lose the airborne. There's just units that I don't want to lose. So I might have to use my stronger units to take this guy out. We'll see what he does. So I'll move you right there. We'll see what he does. Alright, so nothing. Radio silence. Okay. So that's not bad. Let's get some eyes on the situation. Alright, so they moved in the howitzer. It's coming in. Does pretty good to soft targets and, of course, shock damage. Alright, we got to get our artillery in range. So that's a great spot for you. So it needs to be right here with this main battle tank. Okay, so we're going to have to borrow his skills. So let's definitely do it. Get up, blast him. Blast him. Alright, now his morale's gone. Get in there and blast him. Excellent. Another level up. Medical core. Plus 10 morale while idling. Flanker. I mean, flanker is just so good. 20% extra damage if it has not moved this turn. Flanker's so good. For setting up, like, team combinations. We need artillery. Right here. AA gun, why not get him out there? He's a hero after all. Just leave my weak units alone, man. Yeah, I don't like him getting close. Alright, bomber. Okay, so he needs a rest. Alright, that's fine. We got 9 turns left. We're doing good. Looking good. We're doing good. This guy that we've already encountered. They're shooting the LRP, of course they are. Because that's just the kind of creeps they are, I suppose. Alright, bombardment, let's go. Bomber. Hit him. Recon aircraft. Feels pretty safe as far as AA guns are concerned. Alright. Let's take out this guy, main battle tank. He's gonna do 7. Wow, my goodness. Maybe I don't need to be that aggressive with them. Maybe we can use you down here in the howitzer. Oh, great. Here's some infantry as well. I think we got to get our infantry right here in the trees. So let's do this. Alright, great shot. Good job. Let's keep bombarding this target. I guess you have 4. Might be of use. You've got 2. Might have just gotten you killed, to be honest. Alright, that guy flees. Like a coward. What is this guy gonna do? He's gonna flee. Looks like they can move and shoot. Interesting. So self-propelled artillery kind of seems like a useful unit. Maybe we can look into it. Alright, let's go. Keep bombarding. We're almost there. Alright, there we go. We can officially knock on the door. So I want to do so with my main battle tank. Got the AA gun. I mean, I could. I might actually be able to scare him off this turn. Man, these LRP units is like Yeah, so here we go. These LRP units are just... they're kind of underwhelming. It's like, what do they do good? Are they kind of just a scout unit, maybe? Wow, gonna hit for 6. Actually might kill. Not quite. See, this is where you can get too greedy, and you can overextend, and then you can lose a unit right before the battle ends. I'm not gonna do that this time. So we'll take him out with the Hero AA gun. We'll hopefully call this good. All the oil wells captured and the nuclear power plant as well. They're gonna come with one more flurry. But I've learned my lesson from the last episode. I mean, definitely experience out there, but operation successful. Complete a mission where the enemy has been assessed at high. No challenge too great. That's right. We got it done. And this episode is 1 hour, 11 minutes long. Wow. However, let's check all of the RP that we got. So we got plenty of RP, map difficulty, including a bonus 500. So that gives us 1,311 to work with. Let's take a quick peek in the shop. I'm not going to purchase anything, but let's take a real quick peek in the shop, so you can see what awaits us. And then I'll let you know what choices we made. Wow, we got a helicopter. Attack helicopter. Good against armor targets as well. Aircraft type unit. That is awesome. I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. We have to. What is this? We have a heavy fighter. Okay, shock damage primarily. Great defense. I mean, you can add to your aircraft, right? Add to your air forces. Got a bunch of upgrades. Looks like we have a random unit. Yep, this is gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun one for sure. So I'll be real excited to see, how to spend this 1,300 RP for sure. And as far as the plan of attack goes, this is it. So as far as I understand, this is the final battle, at least in this version of the game. The full version of this game actually releases on March 6th, so very, very soon. But really excited to wrap this one up. Let me know in the comment section if you are as well. Let me know in the comment section what I should consider adding to my team. Like, what do we need? We got a self-propelled artillery right here. It can shoot and move in the same turn. I mean, pretty useful, especially for, if you just consider a regular artillery and what it takes to just routinely bombard targets, right? I think one thing that we absolutely want to do is add some unit transports for our infantry units that don't have it, because it's just useful, it's cheap. Absolutely. Got a nice and experienced team as well. But yeah, my friends, this has been another exciting episode of Rogue Conflicts. Hope you enjoyed the hard difficulty map. I mean, the enemy strength certainly was high, and we definitely were tested. We did have one loss, but I think overall did pretty good. I don't think you want to overextend your team too much in these kind of fights, because the enemy does grossly outnumber you, and it's a matter of, you can be effective early on when everybody's full strength, but, how do you address your team getting slowly whittled down as the map rolls on? Well, luckily for us, there wasn't a huge armored force, defending that final position in the top left of the map. That's very good for us. But ultimately, I think we did a pretty good job, and now we got a ton of RP and all kinds of cool stuff to add to the team. So I think I definitely want to close this game out, right? I want to see what this is all about. This is some kind of boss fight or final fight. I definitely want to see what this is all about. And we can complete our first run here on the channel. Let me know in the comment section below if you're excited about that. And of course, smash the like button if you enjoyed yourself here today. So thanks so much, my friends. I do appreciate it. Subscribe if you are new here. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.